If you own a rental property in Canada, you probably heard the term rental cash damming. And if you are like most people, you're not fully sure what it actually is or, or if you should be doing it. Yes, it can save you money on taxes, but there is a very specific situation where it does not make any sense. And a lot of people jump into this strategy without realizing they're setting themselves up for problems later. So in this video, I'm going to explain how rental cash damming works, walk through a simple example, and then show you the 5 situations where you should absolutely not do this. I'm a mortgage agent. I work all across Canada. If you want to talk through your specific rental property numbers, the link to book a meeting with me in description. Let's start with what rental cash damming actually is. At its core, rental cash damming is about where your money flows. When you own a rental property, the interest on that mortgage is tax deductible, but the mortgage on your home is not. Rental cash damming is a strategy that slowly converts the non-deductible home mortgage debt into tax-deductible investment debt. Here is a simple version. Instead of using your rental income to pay your rental expenses directly, you take that rental income and apply it as an extra payment to your personal home mortgage. That reduces your home mortgage balance significantly faster. Then you borrow the same amount back from a home equity line of credit, your HELOC. You use that borrowed money to pay the rental expense because that borrowed money is used for investment purposes. The interest on that HELOC of your private home becomes tax deductible. Over time, the potential benefits are faster home mortgage payoffs, lower taxes, and improved long-term cash flow. On paper, that sounds great, but it only works well under the right conditions. Reason 1, you are too close to paying off your mortgage. If you have less than about 15 years left on your mortgage, rental cash damming usually does not make any sense. This strategy works best over a long period of time. The tax benefits compound slowly. If you're already in the final stretch of your mortgage, most of your payment is going towards principal already anyways. There simply is not enough interest left to convert for this strategy to be meaningful for you. At that point, the effort often outweighs the benefit of the strategy. Another reason you don't want active management. This is not a passive strategy. You're borrowing from your home equity line of credit regularly, monthly, and using it to pay rental expenses. That means tracking transactions, keeping clean records, and knowing exactly where every dollar's. If you prefer a hands-off investing and don't want to deal with detailed tracking, this will feel like lots of work. And if you don't track it properly, you could create problems for yourself later. This strategy requires organization and discipline. If that's not your style, it's okay to skip this strategy. Reason number 3, you're planning to sell your rental property soon. Rental cash damming is designed for long-term rental owners. If you're planning to sell your rental property in the next couple of years, this usually is not worth doing. The benefits build slowly over time. Selling too early means you won't capture enough tax savings to justify the setup and the tracking. If you plan to exit soon, simpler strategies usually make more sense. And reason number 4, CRA scrutiny makes you uncomfortable. Rental cash damming is illegal when done properly, but it does require clean documentations. The CRA may ask you to show that the borrowed funds were used for investment purposes. That means keeping statements, receipts, and clear records. If you're already organized, this is most probably not a problem for you. If paperwork stresses you out or the idea of explaining transaction makes you uneasy, this strategy may cause you more anxiety than actually benefits. Reason number 5, rising interest rate environment. Rental cash damming involves carrying a home equity line of credit balance. If the interest rates rises significantly, the cost of that debt will increase. At some point, higher interest rate costs can reduce or even totally eliminate your tax benefits. This does not automatically mean the strategy fails, but it does mean it needs to be monitored. If rates rise sharply, you may need to slow down, adjust, or pause the strategy altogether. This is not something you set up once and ignore forever. So who should actually consider rental cash damming? This strategy generally works best if you have a steady rental income, you have a long-term horizon, you're comfortable managing debt, you're organized with your finance, you plan to hold the property long-term, and you're willing to review the numbers regularly. When done properly, this can save tens of thousands of dollars over time. But execution in this case matter. Most problems with rental cash damming come from a poor setup or lack of guidance. This is not a DIY strategy you copy from a post online. Rental cash damming can be a powerful tool, but it's not for everyone. The goal is not to be clever, it's to be intentional. If you want to talk through your rental property numbers and see whether this makes sense for you, the link to book a meeting with me in descriptions. And if you found this helpful, like the video and subscribe for Canadian real estate and mortgage strategy content. Thanks you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.